So, hello everybody. Yeah, this is 6 in the morning. I probably shouldn't be live streaming right now, but, whatever. I don't care. So I did do one thing since last time. I did fix the Brazilian Antarctica borders, because I was too lazy to fix them last episode, or last stream, so I just fixed them right now. That's everything. I'm just zooming in on random places. Okay. Anyways, we're just gonna come back to this, to the China issue. I have been, fixing some of the coloration as well. I gotta fix the Vietnamese coloration real quick. Okay, and India is really good. These are really good coloration. Oh. I have a bit of a cold. Well, maybe. I don't. I probably don't. I need to turn up the tolerance to 35% because this is the Himalayas. I barely need 40% tolerance to take them down. And that goes into Kyrgyzstan, so I'm fine with having like 1 pixel off. So, sure. For sure, let me fix that real quick. Okay, much better. So, the East Turkestan separatist movement, actually, because these areas are sparsely populated, some other areas, like, they pop, like, some other parts of the rebellion pop up right in other areas. And mainly with funding from countries like India and Central Asia. So, basically, the Chinese economy was pretty good before this, but it started rapidly slowing down. So, like, they were growing really fast, but it was nearly impossible for them to sustain that growth. So now the Chinese economy is dead, and while they're being invaded, not the best thing in the world. That's definitely not the best thing to happen. Oh yeah, no one's watching this, so that's great. Well, yeah, this is very early in the morning. I have to make sure here's me. Because I'm probably shooting at like 6:21 a.m. Eastern time. For you, it would probably be. For you, it might be a different time zone. I don't really know. But yeah, some of you, like, these mini rebellions start expanding a bit. Quite a lot, actually. I'll do Tibet right after this. a few other smaller rebellions pop up. So the main one is and now the main one kind of extends along the border so it can connect with Kazakhstan, which I'm also no longer on the border with Kyrgyzstan, so they also start expanding along this line. And, after going forward a bit, they meet up with this other rebellion, which also expands. I'm gonna sneeze. Yep. Okay. Hello, whoever you are. I can't speak. I don't speak that, but I don't know what language that's in. Okay. On. I mean, I'm probably making the East Turkestan Rebellion too OP, or just making it so that the borders look good. So now we have to get to other invasions, like Tibet, or other rebellions like Tibet. So they also have other mini rebellions pop up. And there's a big one right here. Don't necessarily know why. So the Tibetan rebellion starts moving into the Himalayas. And then gotta fix that. This map is actually pretty good coloration, even with all of my editing with it. Let me check. I mean, I also kind of made the borders more solid pixel than they were before. There's no, like, fading off before the border begins. I mean, before the country shape. There's no, like, fading off on the borders of some countries. Especially Antarctica. Or especially, yeah, I have done a lot of, I did put a Russian claim and an American claim on Antarctica, so that's cool, I guess. The rebellions grow in size, and they kind of become these big, they kind of become more, like, I kind of have to give them more interesting shapes than just big blobs. But that's basically what they are. They all look like big blobs. Oh crap, someone's awake. I don't know who. Someone in my house is awake. That's great. Okay. Go and move. Does that actually happen there? Well, so Tibet moves swiftly through. In fact, these two rebellions meet up, and then new rebellions start popping up for just anywhere. So now, big news. Three rebellions connected with Tibet, and 4 rebellions start connecting with each other. So now we have one big rebellion, in that big rebellion. So, more. So we have 2 big rebellions, but like, not the big rebellion that like, I don't even know what I'm saying. But yeah, like, so these guys are like moving. They're kind of like merging with each other. Yeah. Oh, gotta fill something. Boom. Okay, that's everything. Yeah, that's probably too much. Oh gosh, now that looks like it's sticking up the middle finger. Why? It looks like it's now sticking up the middle finger. What? No. Not doing that. The territory of Tibet isn't really that much. Well, it is a lot, but... okay, so... Oh, my tolerance is too high. Here's 35%. Nope, use 30%. I'm literally changing the color of this. What the heck? 25%? Okay, 25% tolerance. It's gonna detect. Anyway, this color is different from this color, even though it isn't. So that's great. Hello, Cobalt guy. You're probably one of the most active members of these streams, so I guess I can always expect stuff. Well, I guess, yeah. That might be too much. Nope. Where are the Democratic rebels? Oh, yeah. Don't know. I guess it's just all of these. I guess it's just Korea, Japan, Vietnam, and India. Oh. I guess it's just Korea, Japan, America, and Vietnam pushing in. Also, if any of you get mad that I'm calling the United States America, just remember that I'm an American myself. So you just have to get used to me calling it America. Even though I'm leaving out, like, I don't know, 30 other countries. That's not enough. I mean, that's not too many countries. 30 isn't that many countries, right? Right. Change all colors to 25% tolerance, so you don't need to change it. How do you know that word? But then I wouldn't color in the coast. If I turn it down to 25% tolerance on certain areas, I won't color in the coast. And so I have to use 40% tolerance for that. But I have to take it down for some. So China isn't doing great, so wouldn't it be a shame if someone decided to, okay, no, I'm not gonna say the Mongolia would invade China because they would definitely lose, but it's a front issue. I mean, there's a front issue, so they could act, I mean, with NATO support, maybe they could, or with Western support, maybe they could. So the Americans meet up with the siege of Shanghai, and they're like, oh, cool, the Koreans are here. I mean, they're actually in the Japanese area, so, after the siege, the Japanese have taken all of this. Kind of unrealistic, but sure. Change Vietnam to 40? Okay. Oh, crap. Crap. Oh, that's with Japanese coloring. That just colors in all of China. Apparently I need less than 30%. I guess just use 29% tolerance for that. Just because it won't color in itself. Anyways, actually does 40% tolerance work? Yeah, it does. I probably shouldn't have made them push that far. Next, the Korean. Next, after the siege of Shanghai, Korea took stuff. Also, you know how China is like 1.5 billion people? About 1.41 billion as of 2 years ago. Currently, 1.42 billion. The Chinese population is just... It isn't even... It's actually China's actually losing people. Yeah, China's population is going down. Yeah, probably. But China, like, they're not gonna surrender until they're truly defeated. Because of the government. They also have, like, well, at this point, their population's probably fallen to like 1.39 billion. So they also would do extensive military training and to use those to fight war, but they can't really put down the rebellions in the Himalayas. They're not going to put down rebellions in mountainous regions because there isn't any purpose in it. Next, the Manchuria Rebellion. Manchuria is actually a fairly populated area. Like, it's not as big. Like, it's not, it's, like, doesn't have little people, but it doesn't have several people. I mean, it doesn't have a little population, but it doesn't have a massive population. Or it just has basically no population. Other Manchurian rebellions also pop up. Oh wait, did I just make that a pattern? Nah, make it more interesting. I just made a triangle. Just make a weirder. Much better. Now it looks like beans. Well, all of these look like big blobs. Manchuria takes the whole province. Yeah, they probably will. Someone will take Beijing. Someone is probably gonna take Beijing. I mean, the Russians might even support Manchuria, just because, yes. I think that would make for a cool storyline, that the Russians kind of betrayed China and supported Manchuria. Also, the American American Navy is not surrounding Taiwan. It just took the Chinese Navy that was. It just, like, it made the Chinese Navy retreat, so. I guess it's protecting Taiwan. Did I just say Taiwan? What? Brain fart. Yeah, the Russians would want to free the Manchurians. I think one country, well, I mean, would Putin be dead by now? Probably. Maybe not. Because, like, Putin's just president for life in Russia, so. He's probably still alive, despite being really old. Eventually, after the fall of, like, you can still see the Chinese thing if you zoom out, probably because it's really easy to see, because there's so many big things. Some smaller rebellions start popping up that look like teardrops, or big blobs. Okay, dealt with that. I'm gonna check chat. Make them spearhead to Beijing. I don't think they would. They have to take, they would want to take their province first. What? Just be very careful when you're encountering in Mongolia. Mongolia's probably, I think, like, with Xinjiang, not Xinjiang, with Manchuria to their right and East Turkestan to their left, once they secure the border, Mongolia would probably step in just because they have less China to be surrounded by. So the world will either get more united and be more divided. So the world will be more divided now. If the Chinese, because the Chinese threat dies, because the Chinese threat would die. So, because the Chinese are encircled, they fall to Manchuria, so that's cool, I guess. So they become the first separatist group to do that. Oh yeah, because the Taliban was one of the Taliban's most major trading partners was China, so yeah. How about what color should I give new Afghanistan, because I think just give it give it that color. I just changed the coloration to show that the Taliban fell. Oh, just make it gray, okay. Just make it gray. Much better. Well, I guess chat did what America couldn't. Because, yeah, we did try to overthrow the Taliban once. Went miserable. Yeah, we actually did almost overthrow the Taliban. But, well, we did for a short while. After 9/11 happened. Yeah, I shouldn't be talking U.S. thing. I probably shouldn't be talking. I probably shouldn't go on a U.S. history tangent while I'm drawing a border. Just, like, don't dip it too much. Kind of generally make the border similar, but different. Tajikistan getting some territories. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Just make sure that they don't take, that no one takes Kabul. I think I'll even get Turkmenistan in on the action. Don't. That border looks terrible. What is this? Oh, wrong thing. Am I hearing things, or did a microwave just go off? I don't really know. Okay, yeah, I'm just yapping. But I probably shouldn't not be talking, because then this stream would be boring without my boring. Then the stream would be boring without my commentary. Well, my terrible commentary, this stream would probably be very boring, so... Okay, we have to erase the lake. Boom. Catalonia. Yeah, probably. And there's no America involved in it. America isn't involved in the Taliban, in this new government. Okay, so now I just have to find a color. I think I'll use a color like this. Just to signify, hey, the Taliban's gone. Yay. Okay, boo. I mean, yay. Make Catalonia apply for independence. Ooh, that'd be interesting. So, get a black colored pencil. Make your pencil black. I believe this is the area of Catalonia. About. I mean, that's nearly perfect. I think I did a good job. I mean, yeah. Was that good? Chat, was this a good drawing of Catalonia? Well, I guess that's enough for the French to look at. I'm done. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, leaked a video. Brazil starts becoming a superpower because of Antarctica. Nah, I mean, they would... I guess they would just become a global economic power, let's say. I'll just make Catalonia orange. I'll make Catalonia this peachy color. Okay, that's a good enough amount of tolerance already. Would Brazil just pile out all of Antarctica? Because that could be possible. If I unite Scandinavia, I may forget that that Norway claims part of Antarctica. What? What do you mean Australia don't accept what? What does Australia not accept? Oh yeah, since Australia was actually part of the PTO in this timeline, they probably would invade China, but they might be too far away to do anything. Should I make Australia and New Zealand unify, or would they have too much of a monopoly over Antarctica? Also, now it's also... Oh, wow. Oh yeah, because of that. Oh yeah, because the French have a claim over Antarctica. Yeah, I believe that's a French claim. Because I believe that's the same. I believe that is a French claim. Because those colors are essentially the same. I know that that's a British claim, and that's an Argentinian claim. That's a Norwegian claim, and that's the Brazilian claim, that's the American claim, that's the Russian claim, and that's the New Zealand claim, and that's the Australian claim. Should Australia and New Zealand unify? I kind of want them to. I mean, it would give them a lot of territory on Antarctica. Probably the whole continent. I think Brazilian Antarctica would probably become independent soon. Because of all the oil, I think Brazilian Antarctica would become independent. Like, Antarctica is actually very highly protected, so I don't think Brazil be using oil, but Antarctic cities would be cool. Also, Arctic cities. Even though there's technically no continent up there, there is just a big ice sheet. So what if a continent just arose in the Arctic? That would be cool. Oh, also, do any of you want to know what's happening on the moon? Okay, so unify Australia and New Zealand. Okay. Just make it a 2000 brush, and then color in the entire map. Yep, that. Oh, crap. Nearly all of the colors are the same, though, so I guess just fill it. Okay, much better. They only share one border, and it's on Antarctica, so that's the only thing that I'm gonna have to fix. This border is kind of dumb. I believe that's part of the border. Just finish doing all of that. Just repaste that onto everything. Okay, good. Yeah, do moon colonizing, sure. I don't want Brazil to have all of Western Antarctica but Australia basically does have a monopoly over Antarctica anyway. Did China's population just go down? It went down, I believe. I mean, Brazil, I think Brazil would probably have enough. I mean, Brazil probably has enough at this point, but they will when they need more, I guess. I'll just create a new blank map for the moon. So yeah. It's currently all white. That's soon to change. So, who will be first to the moon? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I will, nah, I'll just do something on the, well, no, I do have to do stuff on the moon. So, of course, everybody who knows anything about space knows that America was first to the moon. Like, to land on the moon. And since they were first to that, they now have their nice little colony on the moon, becoming the first country to do so. The colony is so small, if you zoom out to the entire moon, you can't see it, but you have to start off small. You literally cannot see it. Well, you can. If you see that little tiny dot over there, that's what it is. Yeah, it's that little tiny dot. Right over. Yeah, you can't. I believe you can see it, but barely. Now, back on Earth. So, Paraguay joins Brazil, becoming the first country. I mean, therefore becoming the the Brazilian states of the Southern Hemisphere, because of the Brazil will probably accept, because they can't use any of this because of environmental protection laws for the Amazon, because this world actually gives a crap about the environment. Like, look at that. So, would we have it? There could be, so the moon, so this American colony on the moon currently has a population of about 10 people, possibly including me. Peru. Okay, cool. So, it's like 2032. So, it's American presidential elections time. Don't know who, let's say it's like... So that's big. They can't really, I mean, they kind of need land. They actually need their land to, they kind of need that territory to do experiments and stuff because they need to send people to Antarctica. And, the moon, too, because Brazil has ambitions to go to the moon. Now we have the second country to the moon. Or maybe. I don't know. So this little moon colony is a little like, so this little moon colony kind of started off Michael Stark and Kanye. No. Nah, I don't think that would be. The current president, the sitting president would be like, I don't know, like Nikki Haley or someone, since, it's probably about, it's probably close to 2036, probably, because China's collapsing. That took like 8 years, because we started in 2028. So it's like 2036, so the sitting president would be like, probably still Nikki Haley. But yeah, I mean, DeSantis would put up a good fight in the primaries, but I think it would be Nikki Haley. So basically, this is a ring of area. This is the entire area that America can explore in for now, because so the main hub is here. Their vegetation area is here. These are like resource spots. I mean, so every 2 years the colony will grow because they send people in 2-year shifts. And they add one more person every shift. And actually, I mean, they wouldn't double their population, but yeah, that seems kind of accurate. Maybe not that dramatic, but closer to like 300 million. I don't think it would be that dramatic. We've already been going for like an hour already. Are there any other things that should happen? Because I'm kind of getting bored. Oh, yeah, Ocelot. Yeah, Azawad would become an independent country. So that's... So that's Azawad now. Don't... I'll make it this very bright pink color. So there's Azawad. That would cause insane border gore. I could just bring Germany back to 1936 borders, or just do my best to draw them. That isn't the greatest drawing of Germany's 1936 borders. I can't really draw that. Nah, I probably shouldn't. No, I don't think that would happen. Also, why are all of these two? Why do those three countries look so similar? Also, so Turkey annexes northern Cyprus. Oh, and now new country has landed on the moon. Or actually, maybe a new shift should happen. So the colony grows a little. So, the colony grew a bit. No. I'm not going to sink millions of people into the sea. I'm not gonna sink millions of people into the sea. Except for you, Malawi. You should. I mean... Except for you, Malawi. You are going to get sunk into the sea. Great. Much better. Much better, that looks much better. Yeah, am I the only person that likes to sink Malawi into the sea? It looks visually appealing. To be fair, it looks very visually appealing, though. It actually does look like a lake. I'm currently trying to recreate Katanga. Where is Darfur? Yeah, that's definitely a bad drawing of Katanga. That's a terrible drawing of Katanga. Nah, it's fine, I guess. Okay. So the DRC is now kind of weak, so they probably will join the East African Federation soon. But that might... Wait. What am I thinking about right now? Oh, great. It's a region of Western state. Yeah, that is what I... Yeah, the borders look similar. I guess the borders look similar, so... That was kind of... Okay. Here's... Yeah. So, more African nations. And, one less, too, because I deleted Malawi from existence. Libya also collapsed. Libya also decides to collapse. So Libya also collapses because of the instability in the government. And corruption. Crap. Just to show, hey, this is a different country. I'm just gonna split it into two. Somalia joining the EAF. Yeah, that seems... Yeah, that seems like something the EAF would do. I mean, that seems like something Somalia would do. That makes the EAF look kind of weird. It kind of makes it look like a person sticking his arm up from behind. But with part of his head cut, with parts of his head cut off, and his leg, and no legs, whilst pregnant. That is probably the most out of context thing I have ever said. Okay. Maybe Turkey would invade Iraq and Syria. 1933 to 1945 Austria. What do you mean? What do you mean? Kurdistan gets independence. I guess I'm gonna start. What color should I give Kurdistan? I'll give it the cyanish color. We're gonna start in Iraq. I'm gonna start in northern Iraq and then slowly move between each country. Nah, it doesn't. What do you mean from 1933 to 1945? Oh. What? Also, let me fix some Caucasus border gore. This would never happen in real life, but I'm just gonna make that. I'm just gonna make it happen. Much better. You either give Armenia or Azerbaijan. I'm probably not gonna have Turkey invade Syria and Iraq yet. Because they will. Yep. They will. So, like, around another 2 years have passed. Just so I don't forget. Much better. What war? The war in China? Wait, do you mean the war in China stalemated? No. Or what war are you actually talking about? No, the war didn't stalemate, I'm just too lazy to cover it. I've been going for about the same time as the last stream.